What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Lone Wolv Podcast. I'm your host, Wolfson, and today we got another special topic to discuss about, and this actually is a very doozy one. But before we get started, please let me remind you guys to like and subscribe to my channel at lonewolfpod.com. Please help me out and get to those 100 subscribers. And if we do, I promise you guys, we'll do a live stream. We'll do a private feedback session with anybody. I promise you, we'll do it. Okay, guys? So help me out to get those 100 subscribers so I can have my own URL. And then after that, our journey to get to 1,000 people, right? That's all we can get it, guys. But only you guys can help me out. So please like and subscribe to my channel. So today's topic, we're going to talk about something very interesting that many people don't really are aware about this. And it's in regards to the music awards. Now, we all see a lot of music awards all year round. For example, we see the billboards, Latin billboards, the Grammys, Latin Grammys, the Oscars, the Emmys, and country music awards. I'm starting to think, does EDM have a music award? I'm not gonna think about it. I don't know. It's actually pretty interesting. We should, maybe iHeartRadio, SiriusXM awards for the EDM part. I don't know. Guys, if there is an EDM music awards, please comment down below and let me know. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't think we do have. But that's precise the point, you know. We're talking about music awards. You know how we see artist of the year, best single of the year, best album of the year, best whatever, female artist, male artist, from this genre and that genre and this and that. Like we see it all the time, and you're like, holy shit, it's amazing. Now, we do see a lot in which certain artists in which we believe this is their year. This artist did a killer project, did a killer tour, did a killer music video, did a killer album. Oh my God, the whole thing they did was amazing. And everyone agrees. The mass majority of people agreed that they did a killer job. And then boom, they're nominated. It's like, holy shit, they're nominated. Yes, that means they're gonna win. They're gonna definitely win. And then you hear the contenders. Obviously, as a fan, you will root for the one that your artists are. But then you oh shit, that's hard. That's pretty hard. Him in competition to that, yeah, it's kind of hard. Yeah, but my artist is gonna win. And it's because his project was next level. He did so much more than this guy did, or her did, or whatever. And then the music award goes to someone that I've never heard before. And you're like, huh? Nani? What? What the fuck? Whoa! The guy I thought he was gonna win didn't win. The guy that was fans with didn't win. The guy that was competing against my favorite artist didn't win either. It was some other else. And you're like, what the fuck is this? Wow. Was there a popular demand with this artist? What the fuck? And you guys are wondering, wow, I didn't know there was that big of the demand from the artist. He barely did anything, yet he won an award of the year of something. Wow. You feel robbed in a way. You feel robbed because you agree, and the polls shows it that by popular demand, the artist that you supported was supposed to win that award because he did it. He killed it. He had it. It was a done deal. But he didn't win. He was nominated, but he didn't win. Some other schmo won it. And you start to, as a fan, you'll be like, this is bullshit, yada, yada. I don't understand. A lot of things go through your head, especially the one thing that may actually make sense. Can you guess what it is? I'll tell you. It was rigged. The award was stolen. Your artist didn't win because it was the other artist who won, because it was rigged. Wasn't for popular demand. Nope. Because we all know that the popular demand wanted that artist, yet the artist didn't do. No. And you're wondering, what the fuck? How? And Wilson, where are you going with this? Do you believe that these awards are all rigged? 100%. Absolutely. Anybody who tells me that these music awards, like the billboards and the Grammys and whatnot, they're not rigged, you must be out of your goddamn mind. I'm telling you, these are rigged. Why you think Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't know if I said that name right, but Leo has never won an Oscar until he got to the Revenant. You're telling me he didn't win an Oscar from movies like the Titanic blockbuster movie that probably like jump started his career bigger than ever. Didn't want an Oscar from that? Bullshit. He did an excellent job. In every other Leo movie that you can imagine, The Great Gatsby, The Wolf of Wall Street. Like, what? And there's so many Leo movies that you're like, holy shit, this is it. This is it. Nope, no Oscar. What? Like, Nani? What? Yeah. Until he made The Revenant, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, you deserve an Oscar. What the fuck? Now you get the Oscar. Now they give you the Oscar. That's some bullshit. It's because it is. These are rigged. And we're going to get into that. But before we do, let me give you two more examples. And I'm going to show you why is it rigged. How is it being rigged? I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to tell you guys another example. Perfect example. Because you guys don't believe me. Right now it's Wolves and Conspiracy that is talking. All right, bet. The Weeknd. We cannot argue that The Weeknd happens to be one of the biggest artists in the world. His last album, like the majority of his songs were hits, bangers, songs that slapped in the face. Weeknd is a great artist, a great singer, a great performer. And his music videos are undeniably amazing. Like, he's a definition of an artist. And for those of you who don't know the album that, you know, that made The Weeknd big, The Blinding Lights. The album that has the Blinding Lights song that's happens to be played every fucking station out there. That album was by far considered to be like one of the biggest and best projects that he's ever worked on his career. Guaranteed. Absolutely. Like shit, the theme of his album was brought into the Super Bowl, and he played the majority of his songs in the Super Bowl. Shit, he finished it on heavy with Blinding Lights. Again, he did a halftime show, which is like happens to be the biggest performance in the world, quote unquote. Music videos like crazy. Like he did VMAs like performances with that song. And during the pandemic, like shit, like he performed in the building on a building in New York City with fireworks and shit and helicopters. Like he killed it with many of his music videos, like all amazing artistry behind it. Everything about The Weeknd and his album was just pure amazing. And he submitted that project to the Grammys. All the categories that fill the requirements. Best music video, best album, best single, best artist, I guess. Whatever you can name up. He submitted it. And he did the right way on the proper channels. And they tell him, when do I have to send it? All right, you got this deadline. All right, send, boom, everything, we good. All right, you're nominated. Oh my God, I'm nominated. Boom. When we see the award, the Grammys come out, and we saw the competition that The Weeknd had to win a certain award, it was almost guaranteed that the whole world believed like The Weeknd's gonna win it. Not because the other artists were bad or they were like so-so. Like, no, they were great. But it was like a guarantee that The Weeknd won because The Weeknd's song that was sent to submit for that award was by far normally the best one. Every category. The Weeknd was like, yeah, Weeknd's gonna win on this one for sure. Like, it's fucking insane. The song itself isn't insane compared to the others. Again, not to bash on the other artists, but it was just like a matter of popular demand and as well performance wise. The Weeknd had the numbers, guarantee. He had the numbers, and there was another category in which The Weeknd. People can correct me if I'm wrong. There was a category in which The Weeknd was nominated twice for the same award, which is odd, weird, but we'll get to that. The Weeknd was nominated in the same two songs in the same category in the awards. Because at that point, you're like, bro, The Weeknd's gonna win the Grammy. Absolutely. Can you guys believe that The Weeknd had a poll and a popular demand say like The Weeknd's gonna win it all? Like Weeknd had a great year, great time, great performances, great appearances, great music, great everything. He did not win one single Grammy. Hold on. Nani? Wolfson, what? You heard me right. He did not win one single Grammy. He did everything by the book. Met all the requirements for the Grammys, submitted on time with whatever they needed, and the people were just going crazy. Even when the people were listening to the nominees, and then the week say like, "Oh, The Weeknd was so and so sorry," everybody's like, "Yeah!" The crowd was just go nuts with that one. He did not win the Grammy, not one single Grammy. And as a fan and as a producer and engineer, I had to object at that part. I was like, how the fuck did The Weeknd did not want a Grammy? Like, huh? Nani? The artists that were competing in those awards, it was like, they're good, but like I said, The Weeknd had it. It was good. And they gave it to some of them or to some other schmo that nobody hears. Nobody's ever listened to. And you're like, how the fuck? This is the part where you say, oh shit, the Grammys are rigged. But you guys, this is a well-known thing about the Grammys, that the Grammys are rigged, and some of these music awards, but the Grammys are great. You're like, how the fuck did The Weeknd didn't win? It's like, because again, they stole it from Rick. That's why The Weeknd took it to Twitter and say like, fuck the Grammys or away. Like, I'm no longer submitting anymore. Like they're rigged. Like they don't, like we did everything and we still didn't win. I'm happy for the other artists, but we all know who really won. Like, the Grammys are just blah. And I don't disagree with The Weeknd. And I feel for him. Because that's what they are. They're a bunch of scumbags. Wolf said, how the hell do you know? I'm going to tell you a story of how I know this. But before I do, last sample, and then we can go and dwell into this even further. Not too long ago, it was the Latin billboards, I believe. The Latin billboards. I don't know. It was not too long ago. It was right here in South Florida in Miami. I was just passing by. My brother was watching it. And he noticed that, there was a award that was passing by. And Bad Bunny, he's Puerto Rican like me, but I don't give a shit about him. He's a scum. But that's a different topic for a different story. I saw Bad Bunny. And I saw like the nominees for a certain award. Can you guys believe that Bad Bunny was nominated 3 or 4 times for that same award? Different songs? 3 or 4 times? Are you fucking kidding me? Versus J Balvin and another artist? 3 or 4 times nominated? And guess who won? Bad Bunny on one of those songs. Absolutely. When you're nominated like 4 fucking times, absolutely the odds are in your favor. That's another way. It's like, dude, if this doesn't tell you in live public that these awards are rigged, I don't know what else. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, shit. Bad Bunny, 4 songs nominated all under one category versus 2 different artists. And he won. Of course. Like, what the fuck? I thought there was a cap to how many songs you're allowed to submit for that one award. Apparently there isn't because, fucking Bad Bunny put 4 fucking songs and won one of them, which I believe is fucking unfair because there should be a cap out of it, and each artist should at least, put 1 song per category. Because if not, then you can easily tell, like, yeah, like he's gonna win it because it's on his own favor. That shit is just getting rigged. And now we're about to dwell in the reason why and how this is happening and why it's rigged, and answer the question of Wilson. Well, how the hell do you know? Well, let me tell you a story of one of the things of why I know it's rigged. There was a time in which I was a member of the Grammys. Yeah, for 1 year. It was I believe it was $50 a year per year to be a member of the Grammys, and it gives you certain rights, certain privileges. And one of them happens to be like, you're allowed to vote for for the Grammys for certain artists and their categories. Wait a minute. Whoa. What do you mean you're allowed to vote? I thought the people are the ones voting for these awards. I thought the people are actually the ones with the demand and say like this guy deserves it. It's like, the plot thickens, guys. The plot thickens. You are incorrect. You guys want to know how these motherfuckers are rigged, how they rig these awards, and you want to know how these motherfuckers, win the awards? I'll tell you well. People that are part of the Grammy membership, and the majority of these members are basically audio engineers and producers and whatnot. They decide who to vote for, who gets the award, not the people. See, that's the biggest misunderstanding for people. People believe that it's like, oh, if you see the numbers, if you've seen the music, the quality of it, and then they give us a poll and say like who you think it's gonna win, they're gonna win it. Nah, negative. It's not the people who wins it, and it's not the people who chooses who's the winner. It's the people who work for the Grammys. It's the people who are members of the Grammys. I kid you not. This is stuff that I actually found out as a member. And to go even further, I work with people who are part of the Grammy membership as well into a higher status. Here's how it works. Artists send their music for the certain categories, right? These categories are have at least a good 10 to 20 to 30 artists at best. I kid you not. And what the Grammy does is that they'll send these lists and their music to all the members. And each member, they get to listen or see who is it, and they get to decide who are the nominees. And once they decide who are the nominees, who should be the winner? This one. Out of the 5, these guys. This guy. That's how it works. Let me take a little bit more further beyond. Not only are these awards from the Grammys are voted for people who are only members of the Grammys and people who work within the Grammys. Not only that, the music that they sent for them to listen and whatnot, most of the time, that's not their line of job. That's not what they work for. Let's just say, for example, there's a specific audio engineer who only works for reggaeton and salsa people. That's who he works with. He only knows people who are into reggaeton and people who are into salsa. And he does his job as an audio engineer, mix master, whatever. Now, when you send him music from other genres, that's not within his realm because he knows his realm. And he see one of his artists or artist that's within his realm of job is like, oh yeah, I'm going to vote for this person. Regardless if he ever listened to the song or not, he's going to vote for that person that he knows. And then you see these other people from different genres and he has to vote for it. He's like, I've never heard of you. I've never heard you. I don't know who you are. Literally, that's how it is. So he's going to go with the ones that he knows. So you're basically giving a person who's not into pop, who's not into mainstream music, who's not into hip hop, who's not into country, or he's not into EDM or any of that. You're giving that duty to someone who's not into that, and you're letting him choose. That's how the Grammy works, ladies and gentlemen. Not just the Grammys, but this is how every other award works as well. It's only within their people. And that's why you see people like The Weeknd, in which we believe he should have won all those Grammys, but it was given to some Joe Shmo. Why? Because the majority of the people who are within knows Joe Shmo, but they don't know The Weeknd. At least because they believe that The Weeknd's music is not what they like, so they're gonna vote for what they like or what they know. Even though The Weeknd has the numbers and it's undeniable. Nope, he's gonna go with Joe Shmo. That is the problem with the Grammys. That's why it's rigged, because you're giving the task to people who are not within that line, who are not experts of that, and they'll judge based on their music and the performance and who they know. That's why we got these shitty awards winning to these people who shouldn't even win. That's why many people feel robbed about it, because they see it, like they know. And it's not because it's them that they say like, yeah, we know it's going to win. No, it's because everybody knows that they're gonna win. Or he or she is gonna win for sure. All of a sudden, some other person wins it. It's like, what the fuck? And it's those questions that you keep asking, like, how the fuck? It's like, because of that, guys. Because of that. Because they're rigged in that way. Because they're giving it to people who don't even work in that line of duty, who do not even work in that hip hop or that R&Bs or whatnot. They give it to people from different genres, and that's why it's so messed up. Instead of giving it straight to the people who do work in those genres, and they can judge it by themselves. Oh shit, the Weeknd did a great this year. I should give it to the Weeknd. Yeah, but no, they go about other people who don't know about that genre, and they just let it flow. Same thing with the billboards and all that stuff. That's why you have a lot of artists like Eminem, like and Kanye West and The Weeknd and many more. They piss on the Grammys. They say fuck the Grammys, fuck these guys. We're not gonna send them any more of our music. Why? Because it don't matter how many times we work extremely hard for our projects and we show them and we give them the numbers and we show them how our artistry is from our music. We always lose. Why? Because of this dumbass rigged system that they have. That's how it works. That's how it works, guys. So it doesn't matter if you vote for The Weeknd and the whole popular demand The Weeknd wins, but it don't matter because your vote doesn't matter. It matters the people who are the members who work from that award. If you're a member of the Grammy, if you work for the Grammy, your vote matters. But outside of that, nobody gives a shit. That's why you see these awards getting robbed in a way. Because it's rigged. It's rigged that way. It rigs. And that's why a lot of people shit on the Grammys. Well, of course they should shit on the Grammys. Why wouldn't they? Because it's a stupid fucking thing that they do. A, they should let the fans decide. And B, if you're gonna go with that voting system, at least give it to the voters, to people who are within that realm, people who are within that genre, who work for that genre. Don't give it to a salsa engineer who doesn't know anything about R&B. That's just stupid. That don't make sense. You honestly believe that the salsa audio engineer is gonna go ahead and listen to a song? Hell no, he's got too much shit on his plate. He's got 20 other things that he has to do. But you give it to these members, and then that's why we got some shitty awards. Oh, I want to thank God, thank this and that. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You won because some random audio engineer who doesn't know about your genre voted for you. Simple as that. I don't know what else to say, guys. It's, that is what it is. Music awards are all rigged. It's not by popular demand. So don't ever believe that, this artist won this year because, the popularity was there. The people wanted it. Like, no, he or she won because of the people that work within the organization. They voted on and they decide who won. It was by coincidence that that person was nominated, win or not. But there's nothing that we can do about it because it's a shitty organization. The best way to do, to show them that we don't care about you and we're not supporting you, is by turning off the TV for their channel when they get view and don't give them a viewership. That's the best way to do it. Don't view the Grammys. Cancel the Grammys altogether if you want to. I don't care. That's the best way to show them who's boss. But then again, not everything is bad in all this, because if you're nominated as a producer, if your music is being nominated to one of these awards, it opens up a lot of doors for producers and engineers. Believe it or not. Even if you didn't win, you can still say, I'm a Grammy nominee. I'm a Grammy nominee producer. I'm a Grammy nominee engineer. Here are my songs. Here are the people I work for. So as a producer and engineer, it benefits them to be in the as a nominees. But they don't really care. They really do not care. They don't care if their music gets nominated or wins it. I can't say they don't care. They do care a bit. If they do win, it's great for them for business wise, because that means they can charge a little bit more and they can promote their stuff and say hey guys, you want to work with me? Here's my resume. I'm a Grammy nominee audio engineer. My song got nominated for this and that. Like, so it's good for some audio engineers, producers that benefits from them. Like, yeah, there's some benefits for them. And say that, if you're like a first time getting nominated for a Grammy, if like this is your first time, like absolutely. My boy Nitty Gritty won. Not he didn't win. He got himself a Grammy nominee for one of his songs with Diplo. Grammy nominee. That's huge. He didn't win, but he was nominated. And you bet your ass that a lot of people started to hit me up, say like, "Yo, I saw that you were nominated for this with Diplo. Yo, it would be dope if we can work something with you." He got a lot of calls for a lot of big people, and they said they want to work with him. It's it's beneficial for a lot of people, especially first timers. But the people that have been in this industry for a lot long, just like me and many others who are out there, who are big out there, when they hear about the Grammys, it's like they don't give a fuck. They don't want to even deal with it because they know it's rigged. They know how it works. This is not a secret. This is something that's been well known for many, many, many years. So, guys, my recommendations about it, like if you want to show them the Grammys, don't watch the Grammys. Period. Don't give them the satisfaction. Show them like, see, because you didn't give my artist the win because we all know he deserved it and it was rigged. I'm not watching you next year. And that's it. And the following year and so on and so on. I don't care. And they'll take notice of that because they would see their viewership, how it's going to drop. So, guys, that's my thoughts about it. Like, if you're thinking of submitting some awards, you can go ahead and try, but it's 1 in a million chance that you'll get it. If it's that good, it's 1 in a chance. But I believe like you shouldn't be thinking about awards. You should be thinking about making great music, making great at your artist. It doesn't matter what genre of music, just make good stuff, man. And if it's good, it's gonna get known and people will take notice and people will look out for you. And if it's that great, these awards, like these people like Grammys, Billboards, and VMAs and iHearts and shit and whatnot, they're gonna look out for you and they're gonna be like, "Yo, would you be interested to submit your song for this category?" Blah blah blah. Just do it for the fuck of it, but don't seek for it. Like it's not worth it. Like the Grammy shouldn't define like your success. Like no, awards shouldn't define your success. It's what you do with your music. It's what you do with your career. So guys, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna leave it with that note, guys. So thank you guys for coming in and thank you guys for listening. And remember, every week is a brand new episode with a brand new topic. So be sure to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes at the Lone Wolv Podcast for SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. And of course, the YouTube channel at lonewolfpod.com. That's Lone, WOLV pod.com, when you can check all my latest episodes. Please, guys, help me out. Let's get to 100 subscribers. Go ahead and click the channel and subscribe. If we get to 100 subscribers, I promise you guys, I'm going to do a feedback session, one-on-one, or live stream it, however you guys want it. We'll decide that later on. And then after that, let's get to the road to 1,000 followers, But let's get first to 100 so that way we can have our own URL, guys. So comment down below. Let me hear your thoughts. Share your experiences. If you guys got a certain topic that you want me to discuss, please let me know in the comments down below. And I'll promise you, I'll try my best to cover it on the next episode. So thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll see you guys at the next one. Deuces.